You're like neutral on bias. I think I'm bullish here. Pretty bullish reaction coming out of the daily gap. We wanted to see good pullback. Lower time frame order flow is definitely bullish. We hit the last 5-minute gap in the leg, so in order to see further buy side, we want to see this inverse. This 2-minute inverse here looks like it's playing out nicely. Is anybody in this? Two minute? This is pretty textbook. Okay, there's the break even for it. Then I guess we'll just target, I don't know, high side. See this high here? I would probably trim some. Like the 5-minute, but got break even. True. Did I take this play? No. I just got on the charts. We have an SMT at this high. Am I taking anything? Yeah. First play of the day for me was the 5-minute here. Got in. Held through the initial drawdown here. Went break even. Reached swept a bunch highs and then got break even. Reason why I went break even because it was a high instead of a 15. Fuck here. Take off. The dream scenario for today will probably be a pullback to 15 5-minute, or just basically a good confirmation that appear. I think I'm full on bullish. I expect price to just kind of make way back towards. I wouldn't look for shorts given the reaction to the gap. Too bullish of a reaction from. Almost like targeting a protected blow. No, it's not like a low inside of a gap, but same buy. I wouldn't be nuts. What's making you believe that we're neutral? Yeah, I wouldn't be leaning bullish here. I would be bullish, and then I would be using like this 5-minute gap to determine bias. And if we flip this, then I'd switch bearish. But as long as we continue to respect this, I'll be LR above. Kinda. Okay, I would just call this stacked liquidity, but yeah. A little steep. Yeah, longs from this 5-0 will be good. I'm just waiting. I'm not gonna feel any FOMO about missing out on this 2-minute. Would I treat the 930 wick like a data wick? No. It's not as good as a data wick, but it's still a good draw. All of the stop losses from the shorts that were placed throughout the morning session are at the 930 wick, so all the liquidity is resting here, and it's a high instead of a for value gap, which means that you look to the left of that for value gap, not to the left of the wick. This is also a liquidity pool. Orders here, orders here. The reason why I didn't take the 1 minute 10:07 short is because I was not on the charts. I didn't get on the charts until when I sent that first message. AM straight. Okay. Um, check the charts at like 9 o'clock and just wasn't feeling it. I picked it. Dude, I probably should have taken, or at least alerted this 2 minute, but I was literally in the bathroom. Triggered. Like, I got off the charts at like 12:45 here. Haven't taken a look. I hope you guys took this. Definitely a play I would have taken. Maybe not on copy traded funded because we did tap that last gap in the leg, but definitely. Like right now, I just feel like we transitioned to the market maker buy model, very V-shaped reaction here. Did anybody get like any light bulb vibes from this 5 minute gap? I know we say not to long the first gap after a massive dump, but to me, what sold it was the momentum that we had and the reaction to the daily there. What about the 30-second below the 5 minute? This 30 seconds very good, but my problem with it is the fact that this 30-second doesn't really indicate that price is ready to like put in a higher time frame reversal. It's essentially just a mechanical setup with a good RR. So I feel like this play can lose a lot, but when it wins, it makes up for all those losses. So if you're a trader that is okay with taking losses and knows that you're just gonna have to maybe size down and hope for a big winner, then this is a good play for that type of trader. But if you're like me, if you want that extra confirmation, you wait for the 5 minute there. So that's what I did. And I just got in early. I mean, we had a minute left until the candle closed, and we were like 15 points above the inverse. So I entered a bit early and then stopped the break. Even once we reswept lunch highs here, I honestly, just based off this momentum, I didn't want to go break even and like get like bottom ticked like area here where we pull back. So I was like, comfortable with going to break even after the fact because up the high inside of a Valley Gap and then even. Yeah. You guys will see more of that, as I find setups that I like. I shout them out. Trying at PMC. So looks like this 2 minutes gonna end up being a scale plus break even. Couple points to go. There's the break even. Really good play. If we're being honest here, this is probably a good short setup. All the time frames close, but to me, it's going against the bias at this. I mean, sure, order flow is neutral because we're respecting the last gap here. And mechanically, this is a setup, but I think the draw on liquidity, which is probably the most important part of a trade, isn't that great. And I feel like the draws above are better because we have like stacked liquidity here that needs to be ran. Whereas here, you're targeting a low inside of a fair value gap. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm getting a call. Alrighty, I'm back. Did anybody would like say, okay, maybe I take this on eval. Maybe I want to try the short to the low here, take my chances. Kind of eyeing ES right now, and we do have an SMT at that low. I think honestly, I mean, if we hold the SMT here, that would be okay. I think it's better if we come down and we tap the gap again, just so we can get a better entry as far as risk to reward goes. But we get enough, momentum here. 3 minute gets interesting. Yeah, the 5 and well, I guess just the 5 minute breaking. If we come down to this 5 with a lot of momentum, maybe even, yeah. I mean, we'll keep an eye on the 15. I guess if we like Death Candle and then stall, end up holding the 15, that would be bad. Close on the 2 and 1, yeah, they're side by side. So to me, they're not the most important draw. 3 minute long targets are protected high. This is true. I wouldn't. Well, does it? Closed above the high. I don't think so. And we haven't created the protected high in the 15 minute yet, so I don't think this is a protected high. What is that? Um, I have no idea, Tommy. What the hell? Oh, that's funny. It's separate, Shemek. Where was that SMT? The SMT right now is at this level. At the gap. Do it make sense to drop premium and discount like that? No. Because when you pull back to the 15 here, that low kind of disappears as an ITL. I'm gonna draw it based on the dealing range we're trading in right now. I would look at this high to this low, and then honestly, I just think it makes more sense to maybe get like here overall. But right now, this 50% level doesn't really line up with anything, so because of that, I'm more inclined this. Okay, so this is really good. This price action right now is fantastic. Dodgy says he's going to pay 5 minute short. If we get a good for value gap and a bullish soup reaction to the low being, I'll take it. A 2 minute here potentially. What's interesting is I think we've already moved 100 points from the low here, and usually the reactions shift, right? Yeah. Usually reactions to daily gaps go about 100 points. So if that's it for today, that might be it. 5 minute there might have been play. But for that play, that would obviously be break even. And then scale some at this low. Maybe you take everything off. We're gonna see longs here. Price would need, I guess, come right back up. It's an immediate reaction. Wow, Dodgy wants to target the low again. That's interesting. Why does he want to target the low?
Yeah, I'm going break even here.
Yep.
I'm going break even here. This short's A plus, bro.
This one?
Yeah, the 5 minute. I literally just alerted it.
I saw.
So good, bro. This is probably the easiest day. Like I'm usually really bad at trend days, but I knew like this is probably the easiest day in terms of like, okay, here's the bias. It's gonna trend down all day. Like I don't know.
I got a problem. I'm not bearish.
Oh yeah, I mean you're gonna if you're not bearish, then you're an idiot. But
To me, I see this reaction from the daily, and I just don't want to be bearish anymore.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think we go to I think we go to the 4 hour equal lows at 25.87.
Oh yeah, these ones.
Yeah. I don't know if they're perfect equal or not, but are they perfectly equal or not? I mean,
Wait.
go straighter.
What price level? Are you talking about
20
23,250?
No. Go on the 4 hour. 24,586. Yeah, right here. Let me see your chart.
These
Sorry
ones?
about it. No. Oh yeah, those ones. Yes. And it's
I
right
mean,
above an unbalanced gap.
this is balanced.
Yeah, but it's like still equal lows in my opinion.
I guess. I'm gonna take this long if we get it out of the 5 minute here.
All right. Well, I'll let you know when my short TP hits. All right.
All right.
All right. See it.
Well, we'll see. We'll have this SMT at this low here. For this long that I'm looking at on the 3 minute, I would go break even this high inside the gap and then target PMI for first TP. Ultimately, I'll get on board with shorts if we inverse this 5 minute, but as long as we're holding this, I'm not going to be interested. But why would I want to retarget a low that just swept out a daily gap? You haven't even inverse to this. 5 minute SMR short. I don't think we have an SMR here because this wasn't a suit. I mean, I guess it's kind of a suit, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's really just going to depend on where this macro takes us. Inverse the 5-minute gap. I'll be bearish to the next low. Bearish to seeing ES hit lunch. I just don't think the draw on liquidity makes sense. And I don't really want to target 4-hour equal lows yet. Here. I don't want to get married to this. Maybe if we come down like but yeah, I'll take this trade. We're gonna have to wait another 3 minutes for it. It'll give us more time to figure out what Bryce wants to do here. Five's about to open up, true. So yeah, because we're kind of in this like conflicting draw idea, I guess I would want to see probably a multiple time frame close here. High is not protected because over it. Maybe on the 15-minute it'll become a protect. I'm not gonna let anybody sway my ideas right now, guys. My idea is essentially this 5-minute gap is telling us order flow. If we continue to hold this, we're gonna be bullish. If we break it, we can be bearish. Okay, but what if Trump said we're bearish? Would you become bearish? I don't know, man. His call-outs this year have been pretty fire. I might have to. Nah, Bert, nah. Well, this 5-minute long is about to get break even. Or, sorry, not long, short. 3-minute longs into a 5-minute short? Not really. I mean, yes, but it's not significant, right? We talked about how, we have the obvious gap versus the non-obvious. The 3-minute, 2-minute are going to be way more obvious here. So if we see these break, that's what I'll be interested in. 4-minute. Yeah, 4 minutes more obvious, right? So if we'll keep an eye on these three things. They'll all close on the hourly, which is where I think we'll end up. We'll see the inverse there. So if we see everything close at 2, take it. Four-minute close. We got 4 more minutes. Everything kind of decides what we want. That 5-minute got awful close to breaking even. I would have wanted to see that because then I don't have FOMO if the short works. And then the next trade would be the 5-minute short that I'd want to see anyway if that ends up playing out. Have to use the restroom? That's why you need a diaper, man. $30 short off the breaker here. If you want an entry for the short, this is it. You have conviction in it. It's a good sign. Short buy. Price continuing to affect bearish PD raise disrespect. Maybe the SMR did flip us. So here's the problem now. We've grinded up into this inverse. It wasn't like a three candle V shape. So what I really want to see here is every single time frame inverse two, which means that in the next minute and a half we would need to price pump up here versus the gap. 10-point move. It's gonna be difficult. It might not be possible. Are these not like mid targets? No. So I like how the 30 seconds holding here for shorts. This does seem like a unicorn model short. I'm not really leaning any which way yet, and I want to stay bullish because of the reaction of the daily. But ultimately, if this 5 minute ends up getting inverse, then bearish. Here's two. Obviously, no inverse. This 15-minute inversing would confirm bearish bias. Yeah, the 15, the 5 minute all inversing. We'd have to wait 15 minutes for that 15-minute candle. So that's why I'm just keeping an eye on the 5 minute here. So far, do you guys notice the volatility in these candles? Would I take this short on the 5 minute? Maybe I would take like an options. Honestly, probably not. Should have been in for the 5 minute. Yeah, this would also be I mean, the 5 minute short here. The reason why this would be enough to confirm a bearish bias is this is what sent price up initially, and we're already showing that price wants to be bearish by respecting bearish PD arrays and disrespect. So the 5 minute here is kind of like the straw that breaks the camel's back. The 15 minute here isn't a significant gap, so it doesn't really matter to me as much. Right? So because we're not seeing a soup reaction, because price isn't really showing us any bullishness, maybe we could be bearish here. I'm still just using the Fibonacci gap as my guide, but so far, based off of momentum here, price isn't really telling me that we want to reverse. We want to go back up. So keep playing the waiting game here. But this is another reason why you don't have to wait for the 15. Because in no way, shape, or form has Price told you, okay, I want to be bullish here, based off momentum, based off of volatility, based off reaction to the low being swept. And so, kind of going back to that reference before, the 5-minute indicates like the straw breaking the camel's, the last thing that you threshold. The 15-minute doesn't do anything more for you in terms of convincing them, because everything else is up. It's like your team in the fourth quarter being up 20 points. Football, right? And you're like, I don't know, guys. I think we have to wait for one more touchdown here. And there's only 6 minutes left in the quarter. Was this 30-second invalid? Which one? Yes. Yeah, we hit the ITL there. What if the market's Tom Brady? Well, then I guess, if the 5-minute inverses and the 15-minute holds and seeing Price become bullish, then yeah, the market, Tom Brady, Atlanta Falcons. Bills, the Bills lose to the Lions because they don't have Penei Sewell. $30 short here is still holding. I'll leave this drawn. We have another short off the short. We have a confirmation set. So Price has not shown us that we want to switch bullish order flow yet. If we were to make a higher high out of this 30-second, then maybe we could see Price flip here, but so far there's nothing. Price is not showing that. 2 more minutes to the next 5-minute close here. Do you look for this, or do you still be bearish at this? Depending on the reaction. But if it's like this, then probably not. We have no speakers, no earnings, no nothing this afternoon. Would I consider the 4 hour rebalance that only tapped it into it by a tick? Um, it would be better to see price balance it more, which is why Dodgy is targeting it here as a draw. Um, However, I think ultimately what I'm focused on is the here more so. Um, Obviously this reaction so far from tapping into this last gap here hasn't been very bullish, so we could still be bearish towards that target. And then obviously this 5 minute gap is going to tell me see that happen. Um, for example, this gap here, Swig, like this would be a good inverse to take. And the reason why is because the reaction of the and it's cooked. Longs are definitely cooked. Swap this low inside the gap here. We tap into the last gap there on ES. I guess maybe if I wanted to look for a long, I would want to see ES maybe take punch lows and then get the SMT and then maybe a bullish reaction from. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe the 5 minute ends up holding here. Play a good inverse 3-minute. There is a 1 minute. Yep. Um, it's not bad. I mean, if we hit the next gap up, I'm not going to take it, but we have to also hold the 5-minute here, I think, in order for me to be interested. If we inverse it, turn. 2-minute looks like it's going to hold, though. Above. Yep. That could be like the draw. I want to see good momentum into the close there. Oh, 5 minutes gonna hold. I don't think we got the inverse there, did we? Might have close to the tick. Yeah, we did. Okay. Five-minute held to the tick. 701. 701. I'll probably just take this V shape, to be honest. Go break even. Here. Oh, wow. The 4-minute's gonna inverse too. Oh, wait, the 4-minute never even formed. All right. Still have this 3-minute gap above holding. 15-minute gap here held. Does that equal highs? I didn't even realize. Oh, we have equal highs there. Hmm. 3 minutes holding. Highs and equal lows, yeah. Yeah, the equal lows here don't matter. Exactly. My thing is, if we're bearish here, why do we come back up, respect the 5-minute, respect the 15, get a V shape set up higher? I mean, I feel like we could flip. I think it'll be really obvious when we inverse this 3 minutes. Um, these are just bad conditions. I don't think so. The equalos don't matter because they're not formed at swing points here. These ones are a little bit important, but these ones, they have no importance. I'm getting it along. Yeah, right now. See me for filling up about it, but it doesn't matter. That's where I'm going to go break even. Trade. I think we made equal highs there. Equal highs at the equal highs. I did just get break even. We'll see. I think there will be a re-entry. Triple equal highs now. You don't have to go break even because we left equal highs. So my rule normally is I won't go break even. Maybe the 30-second, yeah, if we come down and we hit the 2-minute gap. What time did I enter? After this candle closed. Good break even. Which IPG? The 1 minute. So you see how all of these 1 minutes got closed above? I just created like a for value gap in series here between the 1 and 2. And when these inversed, and I noticed the equal highs, noticed the OB get put in here. I just didn't want to miss. Got in. I think I'd use the 1 minute now. Probably see these two 1 minute gaps get put in. So if we come down, tap this last gap in the like here, get a bullish reaction from it. That could be a play. Probably take that. And this would be 1R to buy. Dude, I can't tell what the market wants to do right now. Okay. Well, that shortens up our risk quite a bit. Did I take the 30-second? No. Stop ball. I was hoping we would V-shape up here and inverse this 1 minute. Take that. Because triple equal highs. Watch the 5 minute close. I feel like a close here isn't going to be convincing regardless of whether we close. I guess we close below. I'll be watching this 1 minute BPR here. We left triple equal highs above. Regardless of whether, like, whatever price does here, this is my draw on liquidity. Triple equal highs is pretty good. So, we come down, we run the lows again. That's fine. I would like to see a bullish reaction there. Yeah, that would be fine, Vert. All right, now that we have some time, let's go over the setups from this morning. Let's talk about it. Okay, Jeezy. Yeah, I wouldn't take that short there because we have the triple equal highs. So I can't fade those. I know one of the equal highs here is not a swing high. So it's less important. But go to the 30-second, it is a swing high. 1 minute swing. 30-second long here is like pretty. Just wait. I'll actually just stay focused on the chart for now. If you guys have setups you want me to review from this morning, just shout out the time frame or send me a screenshot in the chat. Take a look at that when we get. Was there like a big play that was like the play of the day this morning, or was? .1007 short. Oh, this? I don't think I would have taken that. I don't think I'm taking that. Seems like really bad PA. Why would you want to trade this? This is at least a little bit clean, but even then, it's definitely better than that was. It was the 15-minute IO fed. Maybe you got something. Okay, so we tapped the 15 there. Okay. I mean, I guess. It's okay. A loss, but I don't know. $15-minute relative. Okay. Wanted to target these. Okay. Okay. Wait, we're not gonna leave him. We're just gonna chop now. We've got conflicting draws. I don't think so. I don't care about these equals. Look, they disappear when I go to the 3-minute. They disappear when I go to the 5-minute. Wait a minute. Why are they on every time frame? They're hourly equal lows as well. Okay, so dream scenario now is we have a long from here. I still don't care about him. We're all taking this 1 minute long. 100% serious. Zero sarcasm. Triple equal highs above, right? 30. Why is there a 30-second? Yeah, break even would be the equal. Do what you gotta do, man. I'm telling you. I don't think we're bearish. Not yet, at least. What red candle, Vert? I don't see a red candle. Okay, maybe there is a red candle. About to make a bold claim. I think we hit the 5-minute break even before we come back for these. It's captured in video, Tommy. Alright, we inverse the 1 minute. I'm not in this. Dude, RIP price action. What happened? We're gonna have to wait for 3. Oh, Vert just gave an alert. I'm shorting. Never mind, guys. We're full on bearish. I don't know what I was thinking. Dude, the Vert alert never fails. Dude, look. He talks about wanting shorts. We get a green candle. He says he wants to long. We get a red candle before. Vert, what do you want right now? Tell me you want shorts. Okay. I hope there's not a death candle. That would suck for my. Vert, what gave it away was the fact that I'm like quiet, waiting for. Oh, hey, there it is. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Wait, we hit the TP on NQ? No, 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 my TP. No. Okay, hopefully MNQ also hits here in a sec. Let's keep an eye on the 3 minute here. No 3-minute inverse. We gotta wait another 3. Honestly, oh yeah, this is definitely a significant gap. This 3-minute. And okay, I'm out of my long there besides a runner, and then I'll add in. 5 minutes still valid. We have not hit the break even for that. I hope this 5-minute ends up holding. Good for the shorts. Got break even on the 5-minute? No. In it for an hour. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, man. My liquidity. Dude, this momentum is so bad. I would need every single time frame to thing. Oh, I'm about to be liquidity. Break even. You know what sucks too? Because I know for a fact that Dodgy was aiming for the equal lows. Barely missed him. No. I took this long with 5 micro. I'll post my execute. I want to see if my risk on the trade was like 10 points, and I entered when we put in the OB. I've taken 2 OB plays this afternoon. To me, this was convincing enough with the triple equal, the break even, and then I was hoping for this high to get hit, which I only made 0.7 R on this trade so far. Yeah, I just entered when we tap the OB here. So we get the close above on this first candle. It's not a convincing close to me because we hold the 30-second. Price comes down. We put in this bearish candle. Respect the inverse. Okay. And then on the next close up, we have a very bullish candle here that puts it. This is going to go up. I'm not. This is not like an alert though, guys. Play based off the triple highs. There was no alert. You guys didn't miss. I didn't enter the first one because to me it wasn't convincing because we had the 30-second gap. I waited to enter on the OB forming, and OB gave me more conviction that the trade would work. Turn. I mean, if we're entering on the open of the candle, the next candle, right? Seems to be a break even. Oh. That was definitely. We got another 3 minutes for the 4, the 3, and the 2 all close above. I guess I'll add to my long. Close above. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Murmar. Exactly. Yeah, the equal highs there were just like it's kind of like a data wick, guys. I'm just taking a chase play to a data wick. Think of it like that. There's not really a good clean entry here. I noticed that price is respecting bullish PD arrays when we come down here. We soup this low, respect the gap. Then we come down, we respect the last gap in the leg here, right? And then we inverse bearish PD arrays and start respecting bullish ones. Get the inverse, right? Back here. So this is when order flow flipped, right? When we flipped this low, we got the SMT. We started respecting bullish PD arrays here. This is when we like price confirmed that we flipped. All here, I was saying price was still bearish order flow. Getting confirmed. No order flow on to switch bullish yet. Now we have bullish order flow. I'm in short. I don't think I ever was short. Did I ever say once this stream that I was in a short? I've been looking long this entire stream. I haven't mentioned shorts at all. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe I misspoke. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Bert said he was going long, so I said I was taking a short. Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think I have to clarify that was a joke. So no close above yet. We're still stuck in this 3 minute. I'll wait another 12 minutes for all the time frames to close again. Alar below? I think so. $30 seconds. It's probably too steep, and it's not significant. There's not going to be a bunch of. Uh-oh. Here comes the break even on my runner. And there it is. Rip. That 30-second would probably be too small for me. So yeah, I mean, it's just this 3 minute gap, 3 and 4 minute here holding. All the shorts are like 2 point gaps right now. I got a secret guy. Technically, the 5 minute was a winning play. Good play. But I'm very happy that it stopped where it did and ended up being a break even instead of running everything. And I'm also very glad that it didn't even seem like it hit a TP. I mean, maybe you scale like this low at break even. But if we're aiming for equal lows on 4 hour, I don't think we're gonna 80% chance we hit 24,785 by close. Interesting, Stalker. Interesting. You're not affecting my bias, dude. Okay. At this point, I have no idea. I'm gonna just keep an eye on the 3 minute here, and this is all I'm really looking. We come down at this point, hit here. Do these equal lows matter or not? They matter more than, you know how we talked about how like some of the equal lows like just don't matter because you know we the high and the leg or whatever. These ones definitely matter more because they're hourly. They just they like the fact that they appear on so many different time frames is significant because even like here you have a relative equal low, like it's close enough. Like this, you can just consider this liquidity pool. But no, they're not as good as equal highs. Like these equal highs are better than the equal lows here on the 1 hour. That's why to me it didn't really matter that we had these and why I was convinced that we would hit the 5 minute break even before we would hit these equal lows because this is a stronger like draw on liquidity here. And then now that this has been addressed, this becomes an area of concern. But if we inverse this 3 minute, I probably won't be concerned because price will have tilted its hand. Say, okay, now we want to be bullish. We have a 1 minute long here. We're not really delivering from anywhere, and we're still holding the external gap of this 3 minutes. So I'm waiting still. 2 minute just closed. I mean, the 4 minute just closed, and obviously first we have a minute till this 3 minute inverses, and then obviously if we hit this high first, it'll be. The 15 minute doesn't really matter to me. 30-second equal lows that matter. Yeah, but not really. They don't show up on the 5 here. Okay, so obviously 3 minutes now valid. I guess the 1 minute there. Why don't I care about the 15 minute? Because the gap is small. It's not very obvious. 3 minute obviously holds price here many more times. So when this breaks, it's more significant. Okay. We just want to chase this close, I guess. I'll probably just wait for a pullback. I'm going to create an inefficiency here. We don't get the. I got bottom to yeah, kinda. I mean, it went like 4 points past my break even. You guys see why it's important to have your own analysis and your own conviction, your own ideas about trades? I mean, Dodgy literally joined, told me I was an idiot, and left. I could have taken that to heart. I could have switched my bias. Could have, you know, changed my attitude about the trades. I didn't because I had conviction in what made sense to me and what I've seen work in the past. About it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I let it get to me last week with FOMC, right? And that was a big teachable moment for me because I ended up missing the 1 minute long that went for 250 points because of that. And I'm never going to let something like that happen again. So I'm going to stick to my trade, stick to my ideas. And that's about it. Um, that's why today it doesn't even phase me when he comes in and calls me an idiot. I'm never letting it happen. We got 3 more minutes till 3 o'clock. Sorry, 4. Seems pretty obvious we'll go up here. Thanks, Jeezy. Could we wait a little for retracement? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. What sucks about this long, specifically, the V shape here, is that even if you don't move your stop to break even, like I said, because equal highs, hold the trade, everything's good, it still comes back and break evens you anyway. It's unfortunate. No clean delivery here. It's almost like you have to take an options. We have a nice 2 and 3 minute gap that would be good to retrace to. We get that. That'll be our last chance. I like that we eyes there. Would have been nice to inverse the 3 minute there, but we didn't close. I suppose if we inverse this 3 minute to the downside, that would be bearish. Gap needs to. 4 minute inverse, yeah. I know, EJ. Was there anything actually textbook today? I'm flat. I mean, probably on a different model, but IFG wise, I'm not. The 5 minute long here. This was textbook. That 5 minute was. Oh, it was. I'm just saying this was what was. This was the best entry. Yep. Models are always going to work in cycles. Not everything is going to work 24/7. We had a good week at the start of the month. Last week was okay. Even like last week, if you would have taken one play, right, if you take that FOMC play, that 1 minute, that's 250 points. You can, Tommy. That's what we talk about with SMR. That's why we talk about the unicorn model. A lot of these models work with the same ideas, right? You can have multiple. I just focus on the IFG model. It's what I teach here. It's what I don't I don't focus on doing too many different models because it gets confusing. You want to try and find models that complement each other. You don't want to find models that can conflict constantly because then you're going to be paralysis. And for me, the way that I trade, this is what's worked to make me profitable. So why would I want to fix something that isn't broken? Maybe by instituting the unicorn model into my trading now, right? When price action becomes good and the IPG model starts winning, maybe more unicorn model plays start losing, and then that affects my P&L, right? So I don't want to break anything that isn't broken. I think I would have captured a lot of it, Yuki, because remember we had a lot of good draws and liquidity above from that play. So let's go back. Let's take a look at it. Or was it Wednesday, right? So it was here. So I would have held for here at least, and that was 150 points. And then based on the momentum up here, right on these candle closes, I'm probably not going to sell everything here. I probably hold for that. Another 70. Maybe I even hold for more, to be honest, because we still have the 930 wick intact. But it's all hindsight, right? Like, honestly, I don't know. I know I would have held for this. This was my intended target from this long. That initial long here that I took. This is what I wanted. So I would have held for at least that. $30 long. Looks good. Not textbook though, but it looks break even. See, I'm not alerting this play because it's not my mom textbook. You don't get a liquidity sweep. Hit it with a mic. We have good draws or nice reactions from higher time frame levels. I'm gonna start being okay with taking lesser quality setups. I always wait for. Yeah, I mean that's what I do. All about the threshold. Also a 1 minute. Yes, little tiny one. All right, Robbie, catch you later. I really hope you guys learned something today because, we're not really seeing a whole lot of cooperation. Make it cooperate. I wish I could make our lives a lot easier. I hope we keep dumping too. I'm just not seeing any proof of that. This 30-second fail? Not yet, but it's about. Dude, it's gonna be until like December before I get this funding ticks payout, man. It's gonna take forever, dude. 'Oh, Stalker, you got paid with them? Hmm. How fast was it? 2 days? Yeah. Faster than Apex, slower than MFA. PA the past couple months overall has been 3 out of 10. The problem is don't view PA in terms of months. View it in terms of weeks. This week hasn't. I feel like we haven't had a horrible PA, especially during PM. Last week was bad. The week before was good. We had a lot of setups the week before. It just sucks because this is how all time highs is, right? When we're not at all time highs, we get setup after setup after setup after setup. It's very consistent. When we're at all time highs, it's harder to get setups because you can only target one side of liquidity. Oh, that was recent. September, nice. Fire. I mean, if you guys want to try funding ticks, go for it. I have a code. It's reliable. I don't know if they have a good deal going on right now. 20% off all accounts. They just did 35 last week, so I'd probably wait until they have like a 35, 40. Yeah, that seems to be average. Yeah, they're about as expensive as MFFU, or maybe even cheaper. I don't know what the name of the accounts are. It's like the student account with 1K max payouts, whatever that is. Those are like the cheap ones that I get. I just get the cheapest. Um, yeah, the Pro Plus with 1K max payout. Those are the ones I do. Yeah, I'll trade PM tomorrow. Trade PM every day except for Friday. Yeah, it's basically just a cheap MFFU account. Am I on this Friday? I think so. Took last Friday off, right? I have to make the new schedule for the last quarter of the year. Oh, and there we go. We end up inversing 3 minute. We did okay. I guess this 1 minute wouldn't be horrible, but now it just seems like day's over. Doesn't really seem like we want to make a push in any direction. 3 minute down. I'm not bearish, so no, fortunately. Also, we never got a liquidity sweep here. Actually, wait a minute. Is this bad? I mean, the reason why we never came up to this high is because it was protected, right? At least on the 15. There's the 3 minute inverse. I don't think this is that bad. I mean, if you want to take a setup today, break even at the equal lows, target these equal lows, this isn't horrible. Probably an A minus setup. Delivery is 15-minute rejection, I guess. I'm not taking this. Wow. Berlin 3. 1 minute back up here. You have a sweep. Price held the little tiny one in 30 seconds. Dude, my brain is fried, bro. How did I just get Wordle in 3? Um, hmm. Sounds good, Yuki. I mean, AMD, if I take this, I just don't really see the point. I feel like it's going to end up being a break. I guess I'll take it for that notion. I mean, maybe we pump. Want to see the 3-minute OB put in here, I guess, or the 2-minute. This is like 7 points of risk on the table. Like, why not? I'm in there. Oh, it was a instant break even, I guess. I mean, you can probably hold here. You don't. kind of feeling like choppy conditions. I do trade AM, Philip. I just stream PM. You still doing the AM analysis? Yeah, I just wasn't on today. I did it, what, Monday, Tuesday? Didn't get on today. Come on, Inception Gap. Come on. Think you're gonna log off? All right. You're gonna miss the longs, man. 3:30 is gonna play it out. We're gonna go back to the highs. PMI for sure. What else would there be? I don't know. Your mind isn't prepared for it. The setup's not even a break even, by the way. This actually is about to be a loss. I'm reverse psychologying them. You didn't take it? Well, I'm being hopeful. And to be honest, I'm not in this with like any size. So when I saw the break even hit, I didn't have time to move my stop to break even, and then it went past my break even. I was just like, well, I guess I'm in this now. For longs, yeah. Oh, that's cool, Tommy. Might have to look into that. I like the daily loss limit feature from Tradeovate now. That's really nice. All it takes is one trade to break out, Bert. That's kind of my thoughts. And then you're green. It doesn't matter if it's a really good high probability setup or if it's something like this. Just your sizing based overall probability of it. If this breaks out with my two micros, still making. Am I even making any? Making like 120 on this trade. Which isn't great, but copy that across 5 accounts. That's $600. $600 is something. For you, it would be like 2,400. What are you doing right now to be able to afford all the funding fees? Just like rolling the past payouts or like savings? Oh, right, the scholarship. I got 3K one semester because they gave me too much called like donor based scholarship income, and so that was nice. Yeah, nah, I only got it for one, and it was because I earned several scholarships all at the same time. It was I got two esports scholarships. One was from a tournament that I played. It was 5K. Then I got another from a person named Beta. Gave me like I think 3,500. Bert actually has an NIL deal. That's how he's making money, not scholarships. He's on the Florida Gators gymnastic team. I don't know where you go to school. UCF, yeah. Bert gets all the girls at UCF. Wait, Bert, you're dating a 15-year-old? What? Ooh, okay. So you actually got groomed. I see how it is. Bert's a victim. Gotta go to the bathroom. If we start pumping at 3:30, just take a long. Bro's a victim. Yeah. So the reason why I'm looking for longs right now is because of the reaction that we got to tapping into the daily for value gap. Price came down and tapped this. We instantly V-shaped back up. And so that convinced me that, okay, price was tilting its hand and telling us we wanted to go higher. And then when price came down here and we put in this for value gap and respected it and made a higher high, this for value gap told me, okay, this is the key. This is the point of interest for price that if broken would tell us we want to go lower, but as long as it remains, intact, right? We don't violate it as well as this 50, then we're gonna want to continue to go higher. And so when we triggered this short, I wasn't interested in it because we were still respecting this 5 minute. Does that make sense? Dodgy had different thoughts. Dodgy was looking at this gap here, saw the reaction of the high, and was like, okay, I want to take a short. Cool. That's fine. But I'm basing my bias off the higher time frame. He was basing his bias off the lower time frame. The idea of like targeting here. Which I'm never gonna pair lower time frame bias with a higher time frame. You just see the higher time frame, where at least a significant gap break. Be like, okay, yeah, and I'm not gonna get married to this 4 hour gap here, quote unquote left unfilled, because we tapped into a daily, right? We've talked about this in the past. If we fill like a 4 hour or a daily and there's like a 1 hour gap below that's still unfilled, I'm not gonna get married to that gap. It's the same idea here. 4 hour remains. I don't care about this as a draw because the reaction of the daily. But yeah, now it's just chopping. I think ultimately the reason why PM this session hasn't been, or PA this PM session so good is because we've already expanded so much. I used to abide by this rule during PM where if price hit its liquidity target for the day and then retrace 50%, we would normally see choppy PA. That's holding true for today. I kind of have moved away from that because sometimes it's better to be looking for setups later in the day and we ultimately think stuff. So all I do nowadays is just kind of an eye on things. What's worse, taking a loss or waking up with waking up with a sore throat for sure. But Bert, I feel like for you it would probably be a loss because I feel like you're waking up with sore throats pretty often. Honestly, Philip, as long as we continue to respect higher time frame bullish PD arrays, I'm gonna expect price to continue to move up here. If we start to violate 15-minute here, start death canceling lower, I would expect price to come back to the daily gap. My target for the longs right now would be this liquidity up here, the 930 high, and ultimately all-time highs. so we're dumping. Look at the 941 long loss. Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't have taken. I would have never taken that. We dump off open. We have liquidity below. Asia low right there. I'd be looking for that. People actually took this trade. That's kind of crazy. That's the most mechanical long I've ever seen. Johnny took it? Oh, dude. Kind of crazy. Why are you longing with liquidity below? Even this, like this is a good target to look. Or this. Or the daily. We've been eyeing the daily since Monday. That's crazy. 806 inverse short. Price was trash today. Take a look at 806. Oh, that's a tiny gap. Yeah, so just be careful. There's not even a fair value gap here. There's like on the 30-second. Yeah, so just be careful with taking this because this isn't an inverse. Oh, 10:06. Got it. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we're always going to talk in New York time. 10:06. Yeah, a lot of people lost on that. That was a decent loss. We tapped into the 15. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Vert. I don't know. No comment. All right. Are we chalking it up to it's over? We want to hang out for another 20 minutes. We still got Myrtle, I guess. I mean, it probably is over. Yeah, just like was Myrtle. Okay, what do we think of Chase? No, can't be Chase. Evade. Could be that. We need an S. I'm thinking S here, maybe here. Or are we doing the E? We could do EA. Could be like leash, maybe. Okay, we got EAS. Could be T's. We get the T's. No losses. So I mean, it could be Beast. Oh, there's a lot here. Oh no. It's just Beast and Feast, right? Oh, Least. Oh no, Least is already gone. Yeast. Hey, Yeast. Okay. Okay. Another 1 minute. Bad condition. I think we even broke the 30-second there. Yeah, I mean, picture, pepper, potato, brain, prune, talk, are pay, glitter, flick, sprinkle, 16, great paper, scatter, fill. Wolves thinks it's the start of the sell model. It could be. I will be watching the daily to get in. We inverse the daily. I could definitely see it being the start and being our picture feature. Pick. Thanks, dude. Look at the words themselves. You have 6 and teen. You have rain. I have no idea. I feel like it has to do with the words. Those. I don't get it. I'm lost. What's the category? What is crepe paper? Oh.
Yo. Yeah, did we dump yet or no?
No.
Bruh.
You
I
help
took a
me.
nap. Yeah, it's
Oh wait, if you know, then don't say it. Have you done it today?
no. No.
Oh, okay.
I mean I think I know what it is.
Okay, what is it?
Tooth talk brain potato.
Okay, why?
Cause like it's like your brain talks, your brain can be potato, your brain, and then your
Okay.
tooth.
Okay. Maybe it's things with ridges. Right? Right? This has ridges. The brain has like the things. Prunes have ridges. What's the last one? What would be the last thing with ridges? Teeth, right? That's the last one. Sharpay, you think? Okay. Wrinkly things, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's the dog is wrinkly. Gotcha. Okay.
I had a potato talk tooth.
You were
I
missing
just missing
16.
one.
Yeah, sweet 16.
Yeah.
Sweet talk. Sweet tooth. Okay, that makes sense. Got it with the wrinkly thing.
Dude, I low key might short Asia tonight.
You're
If the
really convinced of the sell side.
if the 15-minute inverses, I might just short and just send it.
Okay.
Like, bro, ain't no way we don't go hit those lows below. Especially after such a key smart money reversal at the top. Like the 4 hour just is screaming bearish to me. This is screaming Vert doing 4 hour sell model on NQ to me. But yeah, I'll see how Asia opens. I might just try something light and see, and then put my stop at the swing high or something.
I'll just wait for
That fifth,
The 15-minute wick at 130, that was a rejection block.
Talked about.
Like, ain't no way we're going for the high again. Yeah. But
Didn't hit 50.
yeah, let me try giving you premium access. But yeah, we'll see. I'll see how Asia opens and see. I mean, if it doesn't look good, then no, I didn't. Unfortunately, I got out.
Am I still an idiot for looking long this session?
Yeah, dude, I feel like if you're looking for long this session, you're retarded.
I wanted to check. Just wanted to check.
Will I be able to play Fort tonight? Oh, does someone want to help me with Windows 11 real quick?
Oh, have you not updated either?
No, I'm gonna do it right now.
I haven't updated yet, dude. I'm still on 10, but I keep getting the notifications for like the end of service or whatever.
Yeah, I'll put it right now. Should I put the setup on the drive or what should I do?
I just update it. Update it from 10. You don't need a new key. I'm pretty sure you upgrade.
I'm gonna do it right now. Maybe you don't want to play Fortnite soon or tonight. I have a meeting at 8, but that's it.
After your meeting, let's do it.
I could low key play while I'm on the meeting. I just won't put my it's like for the workshop, bro. Okay, this is serious inquiry. If any of you want to do that, the Rico from Puerto Rico, he's doing that like breakthrough retreat in October. It's coming up soon, October 7th through 9th. Bro, I actually can't wait for it.
Y'all got that. I'll be sitting at home not dressing up in it.
Bro, dude, I've like 2x my business since I did that shit, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just it makes you like think just so like I don't know, dude. It's like a breakthrough retreat, bro. Like it just makes you like I can't explain it, bro. There's all these little exercises like with different like ways you can look at life. Like
Okay.
we played a game and like I'm like, oh, this is easy, and I won the game, but like I didn't really win the game because I played it wrong.
Maybe
It's
if you share with us what was the biggest thing you learned, it would be more convincing.
Honestly, the biggest thing I took away from it is like I don't know, dude, what okay. I would say it has to do with like competition and how like it's if you go against someone like or you go against the world and you try to do things alone, like you're gonna be way more of a failure than if you like were to like look at life differently and like team up with people basically. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Um, and like it's all about like perspective and how people think of you and how to like change. Like, and one of the other biggest things I learned was like how I could change how people perceive me. Like I really learned about how a lot of people perceived me at the training. That was probably the biggest thing. Like, bro, there was like we played this game, but it was super powerful, and I got picked for it, and I'm like, damn, I was not expecting to get picked for it, and like that really like opened up my eyes. I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's definitely super powerful. Like I wouldn't be going back if I didn't think it was, and I'm like a coach now, but I'm gonna be there for a couple days, I think. So yeah. Dude, my thing's stuck at can I send info? Yeah, I can somehow send the info. 1 second.
Wait, Intel is asking Apple to invest? Oh dear God. Intel on the comeback. UNH back to 352. I talked about it.
Bro, T. Higgins is so bad, bro.
Yeah, I'm benching him until Burrow comes back.
Wait, Jordan Addison is back?
For the Vikings?
Yeah. I think he's back, dude.
Calling for Intel longs at 23.
Should I start Caleb Williams over Herbert?
No, absolutely not.
Dude, I don't know, bro.
Who are the Chargers playing? Who are the Bears playing? Bears are playing
The Giants, yeah.
the
Bears
Chargers are playing the Giants?
Raiders.
Dude, you start Justin Herbert there every time.
What's your email? Ronzi? Lonzy.
Okay, so what happens if we just pump overnight and we're back at like the 9:30 wake from today?
What do you say again?
What if we just pump overnight and we're back at like the 9:30 wake from
I mean, if we don't win versus the 15-minute, then I don't care. But if we win versus 15-minute, then it happened, then I'd kill myself.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he sent the link. So when I did it, I paid 1,600. I don't know what it is now. It's definitely probably still 1,600. It's 5 days, 60 hours. So it's 60 hours of like work and exercise and these little games and I don't know. It goes by really like by day 2, I'm like, what the hell is this? And then by day 3, I'm like, damn, I wish this didn't end. Like, I don't know. It's definitely like weird. Like I can't explain it, bro. I don't know. They don't really. I know like the venue is a lot, so they don't really profit too much off it. I just think it's like a powerful training. But yeah, I'll be there.
It's inflation.
Lonzy, I want to figure out a time to go to Tampa to go to that golf course too as well. Probably want to back from Japan. Yeah, I know. My friend played Copperhead. Not Copperhead, he said. We'll see. I bet. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up here. Kind of an L.
Yo, my thing's still stuck at 46%. Should I just like leave it, or does that mean there's something wrong?
Just leave it. It's probably not even accurate. All right, guys. I'll catch you all tomorrow. I think we did the best we could today. Alrighty. Good everyone.